It's really pretty.
Hey guys, we're live. Hey guys, we're live on the One Self podcast, and I'm here with Naomi.
Hello, everybody.
It's so nice to finally get this going. We've been talking about this for a while, but we're here. We're live.
Yes. Our schedules finally matched. So I'm
Yes.
happy to be here. So thank you for having me here.
Definitely. So as you know, this is the One Self podcast, and this is where wellness meets purpose, inspiring you to grow intentionally and elevate your brand, business, and life. So I want to know a little bit about you, about your professional background. Like, what got you to being an entrepreneur?
It kind of, I don't want to say it fell into my lap because I did have to work for it, but it was kind of one of those things where my life, something happened where it just shifted in that direction. I was doing eyebrows for a while, then the laws changed a bit where I was able to open my own business. So that's how that started. And that's when I opened Nohemi's Starting Studio. And that was about 14 years ago, actually. We're celebrating our 14-year anniversary.
Yes, you guys got to come to her anniversary, guys. It's going to be so much fun.
It's tomorrow.
So much good energy that comes in her location. You come out here feeling blessed and beautiful. Always. Another B word.
Yeah, so if you come down tomorrow to 316 South Main Street, we're downtown. We're celebrating our 14-year anniversary. We're going to have a happy hour from 1 to 4. We're going to be doing $14 eyebrows.
Ooh.
And then we're also going to be giving out raffle tickets and raffle prizes between 4 and 6. And our grand prize is going to be 1 year of free eyebrow threading.
Ooh.
So you must be present to win. That's going to be tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, good timing for the podcast then.
Yes, I'm excited.
Yes. So I've been coming to you for a long time. When she had this little small studio, and like, I think I should be considered the OG Nohemi's Brows, the OG, the devoted.
Yes. I've known Natasha for a really long time, and I do remember her coming to the shop when it was so small, tiny little space.
But the good thing about her is she gives really good customer service, so people will keep coming back because she's always teaching you things. Like, there were certain things I didn't know about skincare that I was like, I'm doing this all wrong, and so like it was such a good humbling experience when she gifted me with this facial, and she was like, you don't use sunscreen? And I'm like, no, I thought I was under the assumption that my skin was dark enough that I'm okay, but hey.
No, we still need the sunscreen. We still got to protect the skin.
I know. I was like, man, but I learned so much, and it was such a fun experience, and I highly recommend people to come to her Skin Institute.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I do have the two businesses. Nohemi Starting Studio, like I said before, was 14 years ago, and then Arizona Skincare Institute we opened about 3 years ago now. We just celebrated 3 years in the summer. We didn't really do anything now that I think of it.
Yeah.
But we did. I know. Sometimes we get busy.
Yeah.
I know, but. It's been thriving. We're getting ready to start a new class on the 26th. So
nice.
We still have, I think we have one space left. So if anybody wants to join, we would love to have you join our school. Yeah.
Yes.
And not only are we a school where you can come get the education, but we also service our community. So if you want to come in for a facial or any esthetician service, we do offer services to the public at a discounted price.
I love it. I love it. And, there's so much to learn, and it's a full school. So you learn everything from skincare, waxing, self-care tips. There's so much in the program. So I highly recommend you guys check out her website for that information.
I really wanted to create a safe space for people to feel empowered and like a place where you really give education and not just how do you work, right? But also on emotional intelligence, because I'm big on that, and understanding, having self-awareness, and how that takes place into the work environment. So,
and guys, make sure you follow her page because she has a Monday Melts where she gives you the lowdown about her life and business and just everything.
Just sharing my life experiences, and hopefully it helps somebody.
It does. I always learn like some tidbits. I'm over here with my notebook. Like that's what I learned from Naomi this week.
Oh, good.
True, though.
That makes me feel good.
It is a good show. It is a good show. So what inspired you now to start both businesses? Because obviously you were in business for 14 years and then you decided it's time to scale. So when was that moment for you?
I was getting a lot of people asking me to open a business. Actually, they were saying, hey, like, why don't you open a business? Why don't you open an esthetician school? Unfortunately, the schools here had closed down for that program. And so I found out that I didn't need an esthetician license to open a school.
So
and
cool.
I was like, okay, well, here's my opportunity to open a school where I can get licensed, right?
Yeah.
Didn't work out that way. I still had to go somewhere else, but I was still able to open, and because of it, able to go to school somewhere else. So it still worked out.
That's awesome. See, there's a will, there's a way.
There really is.
There
you
is
just
a
have
way.
to figure it out.
And the school was still going, right? While she had her business next door.
Yes.
And she was studying to get her license. I mean, hats off to you, because being a mom and then doing all this on your plate, it's huge.
That was a difficult time.
Yeah.
There was, it's sacrifice, but I also know that I was doing something that was going to benefit not just me, but the community, the school, and my kids as well with growth. So yeah, that was a pretty challenging time not being here and getting the coverage that we needed, but it all worked out.
Definitely. So you did touch on that. There was a big challenge and she overcame it. So when did you feel like you overcame it? Like when you were getting closer to the end, or when you were in it, you were like, what is going on? Did I do the right thing?
I think that me going to school was definitely beneficial and a necessity, because when I came back, I was able to structure the school a little bit different with the curriculum, and definitely has helped a lot. It wasn't a mistake to go when I did. I needed to go when I needed to go.
Yes.
However, there were a lot of challenges presented while I was gone with getting the right coverage, even just the expense of getting the right coverage. I don't want to say people took advantage, but I almost feel like I felt like they did, just because I knew that there are not a lot of licenses in Yuma that want to teach. And so in order to get that, it's like we had to do a little extra to get them to stick around while I went to school. So
wow. Yeah.
That was a challenge in itself.
That sounds like a lot. Like, because you're trying to improve yourself, but at the same time, like, people depend on you. Like, they're coming each week, each month for their service, and they want you there. And then you know how you want to run your business. So it's like you want them to be at the same kind of customer service and doing the same things that you would want to do if you were taking them on. So it's like, it's a lot.
And yes, and I have great educators, a great team. Everybody held it together. Like, I really couldn't have done it without them, obviously. Thankfully, the team that I have now is really strong. We all get along very well. We're all in the same mindset, and we're able to communicate with each other very well as far as what are we doing next, and ideas that we can bring to the school.
And I love that she's always motivating them too. Like, I invited her to a business mixer, and she immediately was like, I'm going to bring one of my employees. Like, she's coming and she's going to learn and be around others. And the woman just bloomed. She bloomed. Olivia was her name. Olivia?
Close. Olga.
Okay. Well, she's beautiful.
I wasn't going to say it.
I know. But she's beautiful, and she's always helpful around here, and she really cares. She really cares about your business, and that's a sign of a good business owner, when they can lead their team, and the team is so positive about the person anywhere they go, and also like the joy that they have coming into work. Like, you feel it, and as a customer, you feel it when you walk in and you see your students, like how they look at you and how they respect you. It's huge. It's really important.
Thank you for saying that.
It's true. I feel it, because I feel it. That's why I keep coming back, guys. But either way, what makes your approach different?
I think that I'm big on education. So I know I've heard before, and I've had people comment and say things, like, you don't feel like you're flooding the industry? I'm like, no, I don't think I am.
No.
And the reason why it's just about educating the community, right? I am in a strong belief that everybody needs an esthetician, and I can sit here and give you all the arguments and the reasons why. but that's for another day because it'll be longer.
That's good.
But I am a firm believer, and I'm actually in the process of getting that. I'm working on a project where
Yes.
I'm making it a point that everybody does need an esthetician. And so it's just a matter of educating everybody as to why, right? Why do you need an esthetician? If you're still wondering, come see me and I'll tell you.
Yes, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
skincare is like think about it. When you walk in the public and they see your face and you can feel when you're not dehydrated, when your skin looking a little rough. People won't mention it to you, but people like her will be like, "Let me help you get the glow up," and you feel a difference. You do. You wake up different. Your makeup looks different. It's your face, it's the first thing people see when they talk to you. So why not take care of it?
And it really gives people like that confidence. Not only do I like to educate, but I like to, yes, educate on what they're doing for the skincare, but even educate them on why it's important to take care of themselves and do that self-care. It's not just about the skin, but it's also taking that time for yourself. It really helps with healing, and
Oh
growth.
yeah, 100%, 100%. So, what does a typical day now look like for you?
My days change constantly, but more recently, now that I'm an educator, because I did get my license to teach here at the school. Now I teach 5 weeks at a time, full time. I'm here at the school Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. We're getting ready to start a new class on the 26th, so that's where I'll be for 5 weeks. Then after that, I teach a second 5 weeks where I just teach an hour a day here at the school, and then I hop over to the other side.
Oh wow!
So I do both. I teach, and then after I teach, I go to NBBL, Nemi's Brown Beauty Lounge next door, and I take clients. My favorite thing to do is permanent makeup, and so I usually get a lot of permanent makeup clients next door.
Pretty cool, pretty cool. I love that. She's really diverse in what she does, and she's always willing to try new things and learn new things. And
I'm always learning.
always. There's always so many new products that come out, and you also use really good products. And you've researched all these. These are not just, I saw them at the store.
Right now at the school, we're using Murad and we're using Dermalogica. And then next door, we use skincare products. And
do you sell them?
Yes, we do. We do have retail for all the products.
Cool. So after your facial, you can be like, okay, well, these are ones that would look and work the best.
Exactly. Yes. And if we don't have it, we can get it delivered to you.
Oh, sweet. Well, that's good to know. Yeah. So, people can book online, which is great. So you make it convenient for them as well, which I love. And my next thing is, what trends excite you?
I want to say like more of the holistic stuff. I do want to find I almost kind of want to create my own sunscreen that's all natural, like very simple stuff.
She's putting that in the universe, guys.
As an esthetician, I have to recommend sunscreen, but I am so anti-chemicals too. So I have to find, I just want to find the best products out there with the least amount of chemicals. So finding things that are a little bit more holistic, I think excites me.
Yeah. Especially there's so much value of those essential oils. So much value. Even to just when she was doing my facial, she gave me a little sample of some lavender, and it really just opens your senses and you feel good. You feel good. And even in products, I've seen people put it in their lotions and stuff, and it feels so good.
Yeah, you just have to make sure that you're putting the right one, because there are some chemicals, some essential oils you don't want to put directly in your skin. But
good to know.
Yes, research it. But just make sure.
Yes.
But I really do feel that's gonna be the next thing is moving into something a little bit more, going back to our roots and doing things that are more natural, even old folk remedies that actually work.
Yeah. In India, we sometimes when we're especially when you're getting married, they use turmeric. And they make it with yogurt and they put it on the bride, and it glows. The skin, the way the skin glows after you wash it off, is it's amazing.
It's good to know. Maybe we should try that.
Turmeric mask. It's huge. It's huge in India, and we do a lot of that with yogurt.
So what do? So you put turmeric. How much turmeric?
I have the recipe.
And then yogurt, regular yogurt.
Yeah.
I feel we should have that. I'm gonna have to do a mask and then see what happens.
It's good. It's really good because of the enzymes and all that. But yeah, but I'll give you the rundown. We do a lot of that. And there's also another thing that we do. It sounds gross, but it actually works. It's chickpea flour. So
chickpea
it's
flour. It
chickpea
doesn't
flour.
sound. I like chickpeas. I don't think it's that bad. And then so
But that-
chickpea flour, and then you just
and you
make
make
it like
it
a
into a
paste,
paste and you put
and you
it
throw it
on
on
your
face.
skin.
And what happens?
What happens? The glow up.
Okay.
The glow up.
Like
what else happens?
Does it hydrate? Does
It takes all the deadness, you know. But we do use chickpea flour as well.
So like it's an enzyme.
Mhm.
Okay, I understand enzymes. We use enzymes. And so
Yes.
it just eats all the dead skin
But a
cells.
lot of like, you know, Asian cultures, Indian culture, we do a lot of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, good to know.
I even have a friend, like, she does not use lotion, but she's been using almond oil like religiously for the last 20 years. And she's in her mid 40s and she looks great. I didn't even know you could do that. Almond oil.
Almond oil.
Yeah, some people use the cocoa butter.
Fountain of youth.
Yeah, it's a fountain of youth. And that cocoa butter, man, works every time.
Keeps the skin moisturized.
Yep. So yeah, making your own, I hope you do, because I think you'll come up with something amazing. So she's got it. She's working. She's manifesting.
One thing at a time, though.
Of course. Yes.
I have ideas for days, for
I know.
years.
And you know what's so cool about her too, guys? She, like, if you bounce something off of her, like, she will genuinely tell you if it's going to work or not. And and if it's not, she'll tell you, okay, what about this idea or that idea? Like, she's really good at thinking on her feet.
I love ideas. I love dreaming. I love goal. I love like inspiring. And then if you show, I don't know. It comes very natural to me. I thought it was everybody did it. I thought it came natural to everybody. And then I realized like it doesn't. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, oh, I like inspiring people. If someone tells me this is my idea and I want to run with it, I'll sit there. Okay, well, I can ask the right questions, you know, of like, what do you have about this? Did you decide, you know, on this part of it? And the first thing you need to do, okay. So I can, you know, kind of guide someone in the direction and then give them ideas on how to make things grow if they're stuck. So
and plus you've been there. You've been through, like, people think it's all like roses, and it's like, it's not. Like, dude, she's been doing this for 14 years. And so she's had to go through COVID. She's had to go through a whole bunch of different structural changes, laws, you know, because it's beauty.
Yes, there's been a lot of changes. And the thing that you have to really realize is that you're not going to just be on a one-way road going up, right? Or up the mountain. It's a hilly road, and you're going up and down. You're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs, but it's like this, right? So you're still moving up, but it's a little bit, you know, wiggly, and sometimes it feels like it goes way down. But it's like not being discouraged, you know, that really
exactly
makes a difference.
Exactly. And you know, like, now, especially in her industry, people are just growing and growing. This town's getting bigger and bigger. But she's like, you know what? I know my lane. I know who I am. I know who my customers are. I know what I'm bringing to the table. So as long as you know who you are and you build your business based on, like, you know, taking care of your clients, knowing your material, people will come back.
Yeah, and even remembering your why. Sometimes business owners can get too caught up and then get a little burnt out. And that's happened to me, where like I forget why. Like, why am I working so hard? If I feel like I catch up sometimes, you know? Every business owner goes through it. Everybody's like, okay, you know, I'm working, but I feel like I'm working so hard and I haven't seen, you know, the
results.
The sow what I'm reaping or whatever.
Yeah.
But then one day I'm like, wait a minute. I realized that even though I don't see it right away, the work that I did here is showing over here down the road.
And it doesn't happen right away. Because sometimes you might be like investing in your ads, for example. And you're like, man, nothing's working. But sometimes it takes time.
Yeah. Being consistent really is key.
Yes. And then also, like, she was able to, the big one for businesses is delegate. If you can delegate, then you can have time to do your counting and doing all the things that people don't see. You know, she has to order product. She has to, you know, there's a lot of things on her list. Like, probably she has a list of 100 things. But if she has someone to delegate, now she can get some of the stuff done faster.
Yes, delegation is definitely the biggest lesson that I learned. It was hard at first, and then I realized that I have amazing people working with me that I can't do a better job at that, you know? So here, you take it. It's realizing that your skills, like understanding what your limitations and strengths are, and
Mhm.
where you are limited at, give it to someone else that has that strength to take it
Mhm.
over,
Mhm.
because that like releases your time to be able to do things that make you money, or
Mhm.
even just, free time to spend
Yeah.
time with your family. Whatever it is, it's
Mhm.
going to be worth it, being able to delegate to that person, because they're going to be able to get it done a lot faster than
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
And you guys know time is money.
Yes, and you can't do it all.
Hmm.
You
Yeah.
can't do it
You
all.
can't scale a business, you can't grow if you don't have the right people helping you out, and
Mhm.
you being able to trust them and delegate.
Absolutely, 100%. So why is customer experience so important to you?
Customer service, I tell everybody, they're not coming in just for a service. They're coming in for a whole experience. And they're judging not just the service, they're judging the whole experience from the moment they walk in to the moment they walk out.
Mhm.
And I attest, because I've gotten people, complaints, and I've got people compliment, so we
Mhm.
get it all the way around, and they really are paying attention from the moment they're in to the moment they are out. They really
Mhm.
do pay attention.
Yes, absolutely,
So the
absolutely.
customer experience, I actually I worked at Disneyland for a little while.
Really? I
Yeah, I
never knew
did.
that.
I
Okay.
worked at Disneyland for about like a year and a half or so, and I was taking pictures, a little photographer. And
Mhm.
the customer service training that Disneyland gives to
Mhm.
their employees and cast members, I want to say that service training has really helped shape my life and how I handle customers or
Mhm.
clients,
Mhm.
even how I train my girls, how I treat people.
Mhm.
Um, I want to say that training itself was great. So
Yeah, I can
if anyone
imagine.
gets a chance to work at Disneyland, do
Yeah,
it.
it's a small world after all.
Yeah.
We probably have other people in our town that are doing it too.
Oh yes.
No, but nothing, there's no such thing as a small job, guys. Every little thing that takes you from point A to point B, you've learned from. Every boss that you've had, every course that you've taken, it makes you stronger. And I always tell people entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart, because you have to deal with so much, like it's
Pressure.
pressure, and then even like reviews. Sometimes it could be you might have done a great job for someone, but they didn't feel that way. And then they go on Google and they write whatever. Don't take that too much to heart. Just say, okay, what can I improve from this? And also, if it's something that's critical, that okay, take note, make the change. But if it's
Mhm.
something that maybe they felt they were waiting too long for your service, or something that they didn't express, then that's when you really have to take the time and call them and send them an email and say, how can I make this right?
Always being able to have that communication with your clients is definitely important.
Mhm,
Know
mhm.
what is it that went wrong and how you can make it better.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Mhm.
So, how do you balance now your innovation? Because you can tell you're very innovative. She came up with some ideas like that even in this conversation. So, so how do you balance innovation with your values?
Well, as long as it's aligned with integrity, because I like to do things right.
Hmm.
I've always been that way. I don't
Hmm.
like to cut corners. I don't, I don't feel comfortable doing that.
No,
So
I
as
know.
long as it's aligned with my integrity,
Yeah.
education and quality as well. We don't just jump into any trend right away. Like,
Mhm.
I'm not putting brow extensions on people's eyebrows, because I
Yeah.
don't feel like it's sustainable, right? So
Mhm.
when it comes to innovation, I really do. I'll try something out. For example, airbrush eyebrows. We went to training, me and Mia, to go do airbrush eyebrows, but we didn't feel like I didn't feel like it really did much more of a difference than what we were already doing with the henna brows, and we
Mhm.
liked the results of the henna brows
Mhm.
better than the airbrush brows.
Ah.
So we decided, is this worth continuing and doing? And
Yeah.
we decided, you know what? We learned.
Mhm.
Yes, we
At least
paid
you
for the
have it.
class. We know how to do it. I could airbrush.
Mhm.
But do I want to spend that time doing that? No, we learned. We know how to do it. We just decided, you know what? This is not going to fit
Yeah.
into us, whether it's timing, the money,
Mhm.
whatever it costs to do that service. We decided, we learned, we
Mhm.
decided not to do it. I'm going to go away.
Yeah,
So,
and you'd be surprised. These courses are not cheap, and also even the machines that they use for these facials. I was shocked when I was like just curious and I googled it and I was like, oh man, she's invested. This woman is invested. So
yes, we are definitely investing in here at the school. Like you said, It is an investment.
It
The
is an investment.
students, each station has its own machine. We got 10 beds. The students all get hands-on practice. So I'm really huge on making sure that everyone has a place where they can get the hands-on that they need and deserve to get their education. Yeah.
So it's awesome. It's totally awesome to be able to have an instructor that wants to guide you so that you can be successful when you do go out into the real world, you know? So, because you're going to have the happy customer that's excited to be there, and then you're going to have the customer that may not be having a nice day, and so now you have to deal with like, okay, making sure they're calm and just relaxed, you know?
Yeah, definitely feeling like that, having that empathy or that intuition, feeling somebody's energy if it's off, knowing like when to have a conversation, when not. Sometimes, people are just kind of want to quiet, make them feel comfortable. So just reading people, it goes a long way.
It definitely does. It definitely does. So what do you see, or where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
Well, since I just rebranded, I'm excited to see where it goes. We went from Nohemi's Starting Studio to Nohemi's Brow and Beauty Lounge. I know it's a mouthful. I just said NBBL. Nohemi's Brow and Beauty Lounge. And the reason why we shifted or changed the name is because I have more estheticians now and very, very beautiful, skilled artists that have different skill sets and niches that I want them to be able to showcase, and I want them to be able to feel included in the name. And so it's really helped. We're getting a lot more, waxing clients, facial clients. We still specialize in eyebrows. That's not going to go away. That is my niche and our niche, and we will always forever offer everything eyebrows. But just know that we do have other services that our estheticians can perform, like brow laminations, lash lifts, facials, waxing, all that stuff.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
and also you can have a full spa day here. So if you just let her know and you want to bring your mom, your brother, your sister, she can accommodate that at her school.
Yeah, the school has definitely enough space to accommodate a little, facial party. If you want to bring your loved ones or, friends for a day, you guys can come over and schedule appointments, and we'll have enough esthetician students to see all of you.
And if you're a bride, makeup, getting yourself glowing before your big day, definitely give her a call. She can plan and schedule it out and make it the best day ever and the best look ever.
We are definitely going to start opening. We are opening some Saturdays. Right now we're open Monday through Friday, but we try to open at least 1 or 2 Saturdays a month to get those clients in that can't come in during their work hours.
Yes. I love that. I love that. My last question for you before we log off is, what inspires you daily? That was a bonus question. So you didn't have this question.
I have to really stop and think what inspires me daily. I think is knowing that what I have built is made to make a difference. And that's really what inspires me, because I live to inspire other people. That is where I feel the most fulfilled and accomplished. And so being an inspiration inspires me.
That's a good one.
Being able to come to work and know that, like, keep continuing to build what I'm building to make a difference in other people's life and in their, futures. That is inspiring me to keep going every day.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that, So, guys, if you want to know more about her, she has a Monday Melts podcast on her page. So definitely check that out. You can follow brow.queen.naomi and get all the updates. She also has a Arizona Skin Institute should you want to book an appointment to get your skin on track. And if you'd like to see the replay, you can go to @OneSelf Consulting on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And I just want to leave you with a quote. Take one step today that your future self will thank you for. Thank you so much, Naomi, for having time for this podcast.
Of course, I've been wanting to do this for a while. So
yes, and to many more. To many more.
Yeah, I would love to come back. I just want to mention one more time, if you guys want to come by tomorrow for our anniversary celebration, it'll be from 1 to 6.
Okie dokie. I'll share that so people can find it. And also shout out to Blonde Blow Dry and Brow Salon for the glow up today. got the hair, the
I was like,
makeup done. Yes.
wow, she looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you. That
And
was
you too. You've always,
thank you.
my eyebrows always look good, and I'm due for dermaplane, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay. It's
I'm
time to
due.
schedule you in then.
Time to schedule
All
me.
right. Let's
So
schedule.
thank you guys for taking the time, and we will see you on another episode. Have a good night, or have a good day. Bye.
Bye.